Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today I would like to talk to you a little bit about my 4 months wrap up here in Berlin. I've been back in Germany for a little bit more than 4 months now. As you might know, if you've been following me for a while, I've been a nomad for many years. I was living in many different countries, the last few months in Asia, in a country called Laos, which is the neighboring country of Thailand. I was a teacher there. And just recently I decided to come back to Germany to reconnect with my roots, but also to work on a few projects, personal projects, but also business projects. And today I'm very keen to tell you a little bit about the last months, what I've been going through, because it was not the easiest transition, to be honest. It was not very easy to come back here and to adjust to this new life again. So first of all, I think my mistake was that I came here and I threw myself in way too many projects. So it was a good thing, but also a really challenging thing. I threw myself into networking. So from the beginning, I wanted to make sure that I have the right people surrounding me, because as you guys know, you are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. So I wanted to make sure to meet really interesting people and people who inspire me and motivate me to bring my life to a next level, basically. Which I did, and I'm very grateful for all the people I met, really a lot of people. And I'm still in touch with most of them and I still meet up with them regularly, but it just burned me out a little bit, I think. I was like constantly, moving from one place to another place just to meet people. And yeah, Berlin is quite big, really big. And if you are relying on public transport, it's really tiring, draining, because it can be that you spend like an hour or so sometimes to go from A to B. And now I changed it a little bit. I bought a bicycle and I'm trying to be more in one area. So this, I think, helped me a lot to, not be too consumed by the busyness here in Berlin. So another challenging thing for me was adjusting to the new sleeping schedules, because here in Berlin it's summertime and the sun is up for a long time. So it goes down at like 10 p.m. at night and the sun goes up at like 6 a.m. in the morning. And that was really draining for me, because I think for my whole system I was really exhausted most of the time, because I didn't get enough sleep and not good sleep. I was used to having the schedule of like the sun goes down at 6 or 7 p.m. every night for the past 4 years. So there was a big change, and I think now I feel much better. I just try to go to bed early anyway, even though it might still be like sunny or like not dark outside. And with this also comes like my diet changed a lot. I don't have a good sleep if I eat late, which happened when the sun was going down so late. I also ended up eating dinner really late, and then I just couldn't sleep properly. I don't know. And in general, my whole diet changed a lot with all the bread you eat here, and I was trying out a lot of vegan options, because like being vegan is quite new to me, and so far I haven't really had any vegan food, like the fake cheese basically and all this stuff. So I was trying it a lot, and I think it's not the healthiest thing. So I gained like 7 kilo over the past 6 months, which also made me feel not so good in my own body and felt really like a bit heavy. And finally I feel like I'm back on track again. I you know, I also struggled quite a bit with emotional eating and overeating and stuff, because yeah, like coming back here, it's a whole new lifestyle for me, and especially being single kind of, because I'm very used to being in long-term relationships. I've been in relationships my whole life, and only since January I would say I'm kind of single. And yeah, it's quite a big change if you're used to like waking up next to someone and falling asleep to someone and just having this like support from your partner all the time, and now not, which is I want to emphasize a good thing, because I think most people say like, oh, you poor thing, now you're single and you will find someone. No, I really want to experience being independent. I want to grow as a person as much as I can. I want to be the best version of myself, and I think this includes like spending good amount of time just by myself, with myself, and focusing on myself, so I'm able to give. And yeah, anyway, so a big change that happened recently was that I signed up a gym membership, and I think this was the game changer, really, because movement is so important, and I tried to be active. I was like, you know, going for runs a lot and like doing my home workouts, but I was not as committed as I used to be while on the road, which is quite funny, because you would think like if you travel or if you like in different places a lot, you would not keep up so much with it. But anyway, I was not as active as I used to, and now I'm so on track again. Like I'm so enjoying going to the gym, because the gym I'm signed up with, they offer like classes as well, and I just love these guided workouts where you go there, you have like an hour of like intense training, and you can leave again, and you don't really have to like spend a lot of time and energy on like thinking about your training and stuff. So this is good, and they have yoga and they have dancing, all the things I love, and also they have a sauna, which is like amazing. I love going to the sauna, so that's good. Yeah, from the beginning on, coming back to Germany, financial worries were always on my mind, of course. Like you need to pay your rent, and you need to like fund your life. No, you need to be able to pay everything. So instead of like having these worries constantly, I now consciously decided not to worry and to believe in my path, and everything will work out. And luckily I have a little financial backup, not big but still, so I don't need to like, I'm not on like zero or like below zero on my bank account, which is good. And now I'm just focusing a lot, like I spend most of my time on projects I hope eventually will help me earn money. Projects I'm really passionate about, which is very important for me, because like I value a lot my time here on this earth, and I don't want to spend it just like a big chunk of my time on work for something I'm not really fully passionate about. Or it doesn't always need to be like your true passion, but at least something you're interested in. And yeah, and also I started straight from the beginning working in a cafe, which I really wanted to. It's a vegan cafe, and I'm just so grateful I started working there, because all the staff is like, they're like so amazingly nice. I don't know how they do this to find always like really good people who work there, but we are just a really good team. And I think that's very important, that you surround yourself with like positive and cheerful people who lift you up. And out of experience, I know how it can be with having people or an environment that pulls you down, and if you have this for a long period of time, it's just not good. Like you know, coming back here, I also have to deal with a lot of like authorities, you know, with my health insurance and all this stuff. And I just feel like with some people you end up being on this like low level frequency energy. I don't know if you know what I mean, but it's just like some people just don't really have this energy for life, this joy for life, and they're like lifeless, as one of my friends said. And I just want to make sure I will try to like have not be in touch, I don't know how to say it, but just like surround myself with the right people. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I think that's it. Another thing that really helped me is to have like a really good schedule. I think that's what I struggled a lot with at the beginning. Like I threw myself too many projects and like no structure, and then I had to like stop completely because I burned out, and now I feel like I have a structure and I have a focus. That's also very important, because if you have many small projects and you can end up like being totally overwhelmed, or if you live in a city like Berlin that has a lot to offer, you really need to pick wisely how you spend your time. And so I show you, I created this timetable now just for myself, and I just divided it in like 2-hour slots. And I think this is a perfect overview of how I can spend my time with, and I, you know, marked each project with a different color, so I'm always like on track how much time I spent with different things. So that's good. Everything is good at the moment. I'm really, I don't know, I feel really content and really balanced and happy at the moment. But out of experience, this can like change always, and I know maybe in a few months I need to move again, which will also be a challenge, I think, having a new environment again. And I will probably start going to university after all in October, I decided. Hopefully the application will go through this time. I don't know, I'm really a mess, really. So I'm just another human being trying life, and I make mistakes, like a lot of mistakes. But yeah, this is like my vision, and working on like several projects on the side that maybe eventually will, not maybe, I really aim for having an income eventually out of these projects. But overall, it's a lot also to help me grow personally, which is like, I think my #1 value in life, like growing as a person in all areas in my life. So anyway, I'm really sorry this video got a little bit long, but maybe some of you are interested in how I spend my time, and also like what I did the past few months, and yeah, my struggles and everything. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you in my next video. See you, bye bye!